Hey, how you doing, Libras? How you doing? This is Queen Lisa. I'm the host for this channel. Welcome to Conscious Waters Ocean Deep. So, I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys are looking forward to your week ahead. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and press the notification bell so that you can be updated when I've uploaded new readings to this platform. Also, please check your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs and any other star sign you have in your birth chart that may resonate with the readings on this channel. Please take what you like and leave the rest. Also, I'm giving out free private and personal readings, so if you'd like a free private and personal reading, please check out the information in the description below this video. Also, I just want to say thank you to you all Libras who have liked, commented and subscribed to this channel. Please continue to do so and press the notification bell. So, what's going on with Libras? I like you. So someone's liking you. There could be two people that like you, okay? And it's fighting, or someone's fighting for you because they like you, okay? Someone could be a bit confused about wanting to know more about the situation, but knows that they continue to want to be mentally stressed out with the situation and know that they can't support the idea of you being with someone else, or maybe even seeing someone else, or maybe even arguing to themselves that I've got to work harder, I've got to work smarter, and I've got to try harder to maintain this guilty pleasure of mine because I really feel bad, but I don't feel that bad. I just know that I hurt her, or even want to know that I can't hurt her anymore. I just support her and want to give her good karma and love her, okay? Alright. So, let's see what else is going on for Libras. I love her so much that I wouldn't know what to do. So you've got someone here that loves you so much, this person don't even know what to do. Okay. Some of you guys could be mad at someone here, alright, for some shocking information, alright, or maybe even feeling like you don't know how to support the idea more than this because you've already told them that you're marrying them, or even staying away from people that want you to see that it's not going to work. Okay, it says you've been mad at yourself for not really understanding how to support the idea, but you do know that you can work on things and make yourself feel better. All right. It does say people have so much to talk about and not really understand who you are. It does say many of them don't really understand you, or even take the time to really salute you in your problem solving, or people even get jealous at how you work on things. It does say people will understand that you practically have good karma, not noticing that you do at times because you're always involved in good things, but you wonder why it works for you. It's certainly working now. Having better opportunities to support your mind and give yourself better news for years to come is going to be gently given to you, okay? All right. Could be working a lot right now, could be worried a bit about work, or maybe you feel like things are hidden right now. Maybe another day might promise you better news. It does say maybe even with your spouse, it may give you the opportunity to wonder if you can solve the problem with them, or even give them better advice to help them see that you are smiling more, or hurting less, or maybe happy more about how you feel. All right. It does say you want to honor yourself more, or maybe even give yourself better accolades, and maybe even strive towards these things and purposely put yourself back in the path that you would like to see. It does say that you work smartly, or even deliberately try to make sure that punishing yourself is not the answer, but making sure that you do not have bad news with anyone or anything. It says there is some blockages in regards to making sure that you're smiling all the time because people do not know how to support you being mad at yourself ongoing. But it does know that they do make you feel bad at times for many things that you felt like went wrong. Okay, it does say someone has been laughing at themselves for all the Fred, I don't know if someone's going through something like with the feds or something like that, but it does say people don't know how to support the idea with you punishing your mind. You have to practically be better at who you are and want to know that you're supported, and take the opportunity to rise above the trauma or drama that people have sent your way. It says better news is there for you to see in years to come, or even months to come. Just deliberately making sure you sell yourself to good ideas, and maybe even laugh at situations that you know you can't support. Maybe even looking at things that you can help, and even give yourself better news to come. Okay. Someone's certainly smiling at you and wants to know if you'll stay there and be a good friend to them as well. Okay. Okay, let's see what else is going on. It says, shut down the nervousness or negativity. All is well. People do not need to know bad news. A whining, moaning, negative man here doesn't know how to support his news. He has problems. People are after him, or people in his mind don't know how to solve his issues. He never sent you anything negative, but he does know he has mental health or even negative mind games to play himself. He may not see you in times of trouble that you have in your own life, but see it in your own life at times and may want to give you good news about how he can solve his problems through your problems. It says, mindfully so, he believes that he has good karma with you, but doesn't know how to support it when he's always mindful about who he is. He may not see himself as a good person, but certainly wants to pretend that he's not well, or maybe even pretends more that he's not well because he wants to help you see that he's not going to give himself anything better to live by. It does say this man has to study, okay, the information and not know how to dish it out as well. It's like he's holding back feelings about some karma, all right? He also knows the information and doesn't know which way to go with it, and does bury it deep down inside him and holds on to it, struggling to force it to come out, but does know that he even really notices that he doesn't surprise himself with people. People always send him messages in his mind to let him know things, and may not even speak about these things, but give out the information through karma, maybe even through trauma, or even spending time remembering that he has many things inside himself that he discusses, talks about, or even plays mind games with to make you feel some type of cheapskate energy, or mental problems are going to be yours. He could be a cheapskate in some way for some of you guys, all right? This could be a water sign man as well, I'm picking up, all right? He has ongoing karma or trauma of some sort, all right? And he does have the information to back up the fact that he has problems, all right? And he could also be studying, not knowing which way to go, okay, with some information that he's been holding on to. Like it or not, I'm delivering good news to you one day. Details of you being pleased in my mind is something that I purposely want to put you on, okay? So someone wants to please you one day and doesn't want to, you know, give you anything negative to sit down and worry about, okay? It does say people have let me believe that I should think this way, and maybe even support the ideas that I have. Letting go of my nervousness will help surprise you that I am better now. I'm warning you, I'm better now. So someone wants to warn you that they are better now. They've changed, okay? They're not sitting down with those negative mind games or mental health situations. It says I control this, and I can control it, and I can change something. I can make you feel better or worse, though. It doesn't make me feel good that I have to make you feel good, but it doesn't make me feel good that I have to make you feel bad. Just want to know that I can work on you and make you feel better, okay? So someone could be helping you to feel better, helping you to change something, change your outcome here. It could be a boss, it could be, you know, it could be spirit, it could be ether, it could be God, it could be your angels. It could also be a dad here, or someone that's becoming a father, all right? Okay, whether that's a stepdad role, or, you know, maybe some of you guys are pregnant, or maybe it could be your own father that's helping you with something, or maybe it could be, you know, something else that you'd rather not discuss or even look into. For some of you guys, you don't want to even look into something that deep, but you do know that you can support the idea preying in your mind about how you don't want to deal with something. So you could be looking in your mind about something that you just don't want to deal with. It's unnecessary, it's unrequired if you don't want to deal with it. Okay. It says, I will control the fact that I'm taking you back to your mind about this shock. Wedding plans is something I want. So someone wants to marry you, okay? Someone wants to shock you with a surprise about marriage. Doesn't want to spend time alone with you in their mind about it. Feels like they're in a nervous mental health, or maybe even serving a prison sentence is something that they wonder is what marriage is. It says, I know this because my mind tells me, oh, I feel like I'm stuck in love with you, and then that's all I have is a lover that makes me feel like I'm stuck in my mind, feeling bad news is there or good news is there, and I hate the fact that I'm always dealing with people that don't mind talking about it but don't show me how it can work. So this man might be nervous about getting married and feels like, you know, he's stuck with you, Libras. Or maybe feels like, you know, people are in marriages and talk about things but can't show him how to really, you know, become, you know, a good husband in some way. I do love you. Just don't know how to support the other female. Some of you guys, you're dealing with someone that has to deal with someone else and support another female in some type of way. Okay, whether it's a child's mother here or an ex-lover or maybe a mother or just someone else that's involved, okay, in some way. It does say I have to make a decision to tell you off though. I have mindfully said I'm going to tell you off because I don't want to speak to you anymore, but I do need to tell you something that is going to brew. Okay, you could be needing to tell someone off or tell someone, you know, that something is going to brew here, all right? Or you're brewing up something to tell someone, okay? If not, you're dealing with another air sign person, all right? It could also be that water sign man that feels like he has to tell you off or tell you something that's brewing for him. Okay, it does say he believes he has bad news to tell you once he feels like it comes out. It says it's never going to come out, but he does know he can support the idea for premeditated energy to speak to you about something that's very negative. It says it's not so smart to speak about me, but I feel like we didn't need to speak about this. It was going to be something. Okay, that was, it says it was going to be something that didn't need to be spoken about. Okay, I move silently with my information and I don't want people to know everything that I'm doing. Okay, so this person has some secrets or some silent information, doesn't want everyone to know their business either. Okay, this person says I've been loyal to that. I don't want everyone to know who I am. This person doesn't want everyone to know who they are. Okay, maybe not even, maybe you at times as well. This person's like, well, I'm breaking up some information because I don't want you to know me truly. I don't want you to know everything about me. So this person doesn't want you to know everything about them. It says I'm tired and I'm mourning. I'm really mourning over the situation. I'm mourning because the mind is telling me off that I should let you know a lot more about me than I have. I should let you know loads of things that I haven't kept to myself at times because I had to tell people to speak to me about them, and maybe even other people that do know me. But I'm trying to warn you that someone wanted to hurt me, and this female didn't want to hurt me as much as you wanted to, but I feel like you could hurt me. And maybe if you hurt me, I'm not going to feel good. I'll just push it back on you and feel like you did something wrong. Okay, this person felt like you were going to hurt them, Libra, or you could hurt them more than this other female or person. All right, it says I don't want to hurt you, but I feel like you could hurt me, and I wouldn't want to hurt you, but I don't want to hurt you either. Okay, it could be a fire sign man you're dealing with, or it could be a fire sign man that they're dealing with that they feel like could harm you. It says this person would harm you, but it doesn't say he's always going to be around to do so. He has to just try and strive forward in a way where he's mindful and look forward to his mind, giving his mind back to God, saying he didn't need to speak to anyone. He left you out and left you out and left you out. He didn't need to speak to anybody. Okay, could be dealing with a Leo or any fire sign man. And some of you guys are, you know, this person may, you know, have a child as well in another way. All right, it says it doesn't need to speak to you about it, but it does say, Libra, you will have time alone with someone that's going to give you more memories to believe. You have a child that's coming, or it's going to be gifting you a very good thing in the near future. So your child could be gifting you something good in the near future here. It says loyalty is something that you really do work on and try to strive for. It says many of your children will want to know that you are believing that they have good success with you, and you do smile with them and practice good karma with them to show them that they're many times over good citizens and people that will love you and help you to support you. It says people will will smartly want to make up with you, or even make you feel bad at times, punishing you, because someone here doesn't want to see you happy. But it says this person never should have told you this person always thought that they could have helped you, but now they realize that they can't help you anymore, when they certainly hear something that could come out and make you feel bad again. It says this person never needed to speak to me in that way, and I wonder why this person always feels like they can brutally hurt people to get what they want. It says it wonders so much why, when this person doesn't believe in good karma, could be dealing with an Aries that doesn't believe in good karma, and wanting to know that they could spend time with other people, punishing them and hurting them and using other people to do that. It says someone here feels like they could take that risk still, and doesn't know how to stop themselves from doing it. It says this man here doesn't know how to believe that he has better news for you. You may want to leave him alone. Okay, so some of you guys may want to leave an Aries alone. All right, okay, and you know, stably as well. All right, it could also be some type of risk with finances as well, or maybe even making some money. All right, it does say there's a wonderful offer coming to you. Once you see that good news comes, you can work on it and support the idea. It does say people will give you a hand and help you with this as well. It does say a female fire sign or earth sign wants to purposely make sure that they pay you a lot more attention and help you with some things that you need to sort out. It says this person may not want to make love to you or marry you, but they do want to see if you want to see something in them that's going to support you. They do like you and really feel coy about how they can give you a good karma. It says, I want to show you that I could be there for you. I want to support you and I can help you. Okay, does look like there is an earth sign here, or someone that wants to support you in some way, that they could help out with a situation to make it all close out or end. All right, so let's see what else is going on. It could even be a mother figure. It could be a friend. It could be, you know, just someone that you're even working with on something to, you know, it does say clear up something that you did to make you feel bad. It does say some of you guys are going through that, and some of you guys are going through something totally different, where you wish that you had better news in your life and you need some support doing that, and your person is not really helping you as much as you need to. It does say you wish you had better news when it comes to things of finances, and maybe even certainly giving yourself back to your goals would help. And maybe if he struggled less to fund his mind on other things that are purposely meant for him and not for you, then it would work better if he supported you and not just things that he wants to support himself with. He may not be mindful about how he spends his time or his money. He may remember that he does a lot of things with it and not really give you much in return. He may want to know that he can support you at times, or maybe not even give you a dime. Some of you guys are dealing with someone that doesn't want to pay attention to you all the time when it comes to memories or family or even wishes of your own. It does say that some of you will believe that you have better news living on your own or dealing with someone that's going to work with you. It says when she arrives, she's going to be there for you and she will work with you to support your ideas. It does say people will laugh at you, but it doesn't say good news is coming. She's always wanting to be up in your nose, upping your nose. It says upping your nose. All right, maybe someone's always upping your business. Okay, it does say this person wants to rush in and feels confident that they could just gently push you towards something that's going to be bad for you. It says this person never needed you to support them in a bad way, but it does say someone will support you in a good way once you realize what kind of person she is. She's really not so bad once you meet her. It does say better news is there for you when you realize this man is just a gentle being that wants to sex you at times, but doesn't want to see you as a hoe, or maybe even see you as a bad rep. He just wants to be there for you as a friend, or maybe even see you as someone that he can take care of in his mind, as how I know you is who you are, and maybe even see you less and less, but then sees you sometimes for a good time. So some of you guys could be dealing with someone that's just, you know, he's not husband material. He's just there for a good time. And he may want to know that you're rushing towards him, but also he wants someone like this as well. Or he may feel like there could be someone else that he has to be mindful about, because he has children with that person, or maybe even feels like there's a fight brewing because he suddenly realized that he had an affair with this person. He does know that he hasn't supported the idea for many months now, or even a long time, but he does know this person still admires him and wants him. Okay, so some of you are dealing with someone that still wants your person. Okay, it does say this person may not speak to you often, but does know that you can support the idea sometimes by seeing them from afar and wondering how they're doing. You wonder if this person is giving you more time alone to say, you did it, you worked with me and I worked with you. You would rather someone else that's going to help you with this as well, if you don't have a very good mind to play the other person. It says you are going to support yourself with someone that you are looking for, just for a casual relationship for some of you guys. It does say both of you would wonder why you want a casual relationship at times, when you purposely wanted to know that you had a good karmic relationship with someone that possibly wanted to just be your friend. Okay, so some of you guys are dealing with someone that just wants friendship in a sexual way and doesn't want anything else. This person has truthfully defended this and wanted to know they could stay in that way. So some of you guys are dealing with this, but some of you guys are dealing with something that is not going to be so smart in regards to how you look at things. It says you can see things in a better way for yourself and purposely take back what you feel like you've owned, and make sure that you own it in a good way. Maybe if you're looking for love, it's something that you need to surprise yourself with and make sure that you get it. Don't really understand when it's going to come or how it's going to come, but it will give you something to deal with. The cost of living, prices going up, and maybe even people that support the idea more than anything. It does say bad news is not going to be the answer, because you do love the person and you need to support the ideas. Memories are there, gift giving are there, and supporting you with your love life is going to be better than anything. You have to give yourself a person that's going to support you in that way. The person that's going to do this is suddenly going to arrive in the next 2 weeks. You'll realize this because the man that you wanted is never going to be the answer for you. The person that you had from the past could be a water sign person. This person has many secrets and many things that they deal with in regards to their mood. It says you have to wonder why you don't need to speak about the person anymore and just live your life for now, and maybe even see later on you have better news with your love life. It says suddenly you realize that you don't want any problems with anyone and you don't want to deal with bad news. You know that people can be attached to these things and you don't want to hear any bad news come in your life. You're supporting things that are going to work perfectly for you and wonder why it's working. It says people want to see you in a bad way, but it doesn't say always. Watch who you are and watch how you see things and look into your life in a positive way. Sending you back to your mind to say you did something great is something that you're always going to see is going to help you to move past something. Laugh, because you do need to laugh more often and help yourself remember that you are loved and the universe loves you too. It's always going to be Mother Nature that supports you and gives you back to your mind in practical ways, making you feel like blessings are there, good karma is there, all your ancestors are there, people that love you are there. Everything is there for you to admire and to dream of, and to make sure you conquer and give it to yourself like you've earned it or deserved it, or you've been given a reward from the universe. Wow, Libra. Okay, it says lay down and speak to yourself in good ways. Make sure you speak to yourself in good ways. How you support yourself is something that you need to do. It says I try to warn myself that I want to sleep with you, but I don't know how to. Someone wants to sleep with you and doesn't know how to speak to you about it. Could be dealing with a water sign man here, wants to control something here and wants to see that he is wed with you or married to you. This person is even controlling that he wants to partner up with you and say that he is going to travel. This person wants to travel afar or abroad and maybe even take you with him, but doesn't really surprise you if he doesn't. Sometimes he may be gone for long times or long hours or long months or a long time, because he says I don't want to deal with you for over a year, and then maybe that I don't get to see you again. He says, I want to see you again. I don't want a year to pass. It could be 9 years until I see you again, he says. What if I don't even get to meet you again? If I leave you behind? He says, I'm nervous because I need to come back. And I want to see you again. I trust and believe that we're going to support each other. We just have to wonder how it's going to happen, or even give ourselves to the situation where we laugh and make love and maybe even say that we did that. So this person is really hell-bent on really just wanting to make love. Maybe even wants to travel a lot. Maybe doesn't know how to settle down properly. Okay. There's also, you know, a Sagittarius that understands this person as well, the Scorpio man, who has some changes at times with their mind. Okay, it says this person really pleases their mind to understand this person so much to the point where the female doesn't really understand this man, but the woman will understand who she is once she understands who the Sag is. It says the Sagittarius doesn't know how to support the idea ongoing, but she does know how to give to the man and helps him. It does say she will help him when she needs to and when she wants to, and never give herself back to the bad news. It says she will try and warn herself not to speak to him at times or leave him out. It says she will suddenly become his wife, or maybe even send him away to his mind to say, well, you do have time alone. Give yourself that. I don't bug you all the time. It says some of you guys that are dealing with the water sign man really need to see how you support the idea if you are dealing with him. It does say earth sign people are going to support you too. It says Wednesday is something that I want to see that you work on, because I'm coming to get you and I'm very nervous about this, but I need to talk to you. It says you can support me or even sponsor me in something that I'm dealing with. A dealership or a record with your name on it has good karma. It says you have good karma because I wouldn't want to see you in a bad way, and I do see wonderful things about you. Someone may want to call you, or you may want to call them, or there's a female that wants to speak to you or is spying on you to see if you do something that's going to harm yourself or even harm her, and may even see herself in a bad way. She never really wonders why she's got this bad news, but she doesn't know how to support it either. It does say wonderful things for you, Libra. You do have to support your ideas, and maybe even look inside yourself and say, I meant what I said. I did it. I did something I didn't really want to do, but I do support the man here. He does believe that I do love him. So it doesn't matter what anyone says. I have to support the fact that I love him, and I don't care what anyone says. He's going to be my man. So some of you guys are just making sure you can support him and make him your man here, all right? If he's got problems. All right, it does say that you have to change things sometimes though, and make sure that you do. Make sure you look into things that are going to help yourself, because not everything is going to be perfect. It does say everything is wonderful right now, but one day it won't be that great. It says sometimes you see the nervousness come through your bones or your blood, or you just feel like you're bad news. At times someone is telling you this as well, like someone is tarnishing your reputation or punishing you or putting you through a mind game. It says I have noticed I am bad news. I have told myself I have bad news, but I don't want to say I am bad news. Could be dealing with a Virgo. All right. It says there is a Virgo man that does regret this. This person does work on regrets as well, or maybe even tries to punish you. It could be an earth sign man of any kind, it says, but it does say that the details are in the details are in the something or the other here. It's not trying to come out though. It says this person knows this because they can't give you any punishments. Okay, this person can't give you any punishments. I don't know if some of you guys are dealing with something, but this person is watching you, but they can't give you any punishments. It says you know you did something, but you didn't need to speak about it. It says you never did anything wrong either. You just have to look at something that you are doing. Are you certainly working on something here? So someone's spying on you doing some type of work or some type of studies here about some information, and that it's stuck in a perspective right now. It says you have to look at these things because I warned you. I'm not here to harm you. I just want to see if you're doing well by your parenting duties, or maybe even with a child. It says I want to know that you're doing well with your parenting duties, and I want to support you, but I do see you have good karma anyway. I will leave you alone once I see that you have good karma, and I don't think bad news is there, so I'm going to stop really hounding you and sponsoring you to feel bad, because I've noticed it's not good for your mental health, or even people like you, families that have to deal with this. It's not good for their mental health, and I really have to watch you and wonder if you're doing great in life, because I do. And I think, well, it is good news, but it's not always that great. But I feel like you have better news with this more than you do with public affairs or people that you have to deal with in nurseries, schools, or even testimonies that you have to prove yourself in to feel like you have freed yourself from something bad. It says better off next time though, because you will notice you did something great and you did it well. So love yourself. Better news is coming in the new year. Okay, so some of you guys got better news coming in the new year. All right, so let's see what's going on with work for Libras. Okay, it says work is something that you pride yourself over, and you give yourself better news with this. Jealousy is there at work though. Someone is very, very mindful about how they deal with you, but this female is very jealous of you and doesn't know how to support you. The problem is with her is she feels jealous and overwhelmed by stress levels hurting her or feeling like she's bad news. She doesn't want to support the bad news, but she doesn't feel like she has good news either. She really does have good karma though. She doesn't work on it as smartly as you would, but she feels like, I have told you I have good news. I do keep my love life private, and maybe even certain things that I do at work, I keep it private. I don't want to hear that you're always telling me off or making me feel like something has to tell me that it's going to change. I feel like I can tell you off or maybe make you feel bad. Even the person shows me that they're there for me and they always love me, so how can I tell myself that it's not going to be bad? It's always got to be good news though. I want to hear it, I like to feel it, and I like to love it, and I like to make people jealous too. Maybe that's the problem. I don't want to hear that I'm always making people jealous, but I try to warn myself, well, if you felt this way, wouldn't you want to hear that you're doing something great too? It says that you do great things, but you don't want to hear other people's jealousy and making it rub off on you. It says that they always want to try and put you in a place of making you feel like you have to have the same issue as them. It says you don't, but you do know that there's a female here that wants to know that she's always doing great in life, and she's always doing well, to the point where her mind tells her off that she must be feeling bad inside herself, so much so to have the best relationship. Then she has to talk about it to others to find out if it's doing great. You may not speak to her often, but you may see her at times at work and maybe even think, why does she always ask you questions, or even question you about your marriage and your love life, and wonder how great it's doing. Certainly not going to sponsor the idea of it looking like you're doing a bad thing. You always speak about great things, and this person may not speak to you but does study you or wonder what's going on. It says this person may murmur to herself at times how she can hold on to you and may not want to speak about leaving you alone. She always tries to help you in your mind to say, well, you can change things too if you work on the same thing that I'm doing. It says you may need to hold on to the man or make him feel like he's secure, or starving of your energy at times to make you feel like you've got him. It does say he does not know how to support the idea on going with her suggestions or her ideas, but he does remember that he believes that he gets a lot of good karma when he does have sex with her. The sex is what makes him stay. It doesn't say that it's anything else. It does say that he does like her a lot, or even help her a lot with things that he is doing, but he doesn't want to hear that she's there all the time. Sometimes even makes him feel like he has to be mindful about the situation, or even leave it out. Maybe even helping someone see that that doesn't really make me feel like I have to be mindful about how I feel. I don't feel jealous about that. It's not something I'm looking forward to or looking for. Maybe there's a member of your family feeling like they want to help you as well to stay away from bad news, and maybe support you when you speak to them after you've come home from work, or maybe even told them stories that have happened in the daytime. It says people will always come back to you and laugh at the situation and say, well, was work okay? Did you do great today? It says that I did, but I didn't notice anything bad. At times I did, with people always gossiping. That's my problem. I'm always tied into other people's nonsense with their gossip and their lies and their drama and their jealousy, and people get on my nerves with this. So some of you guys really, have people at work that are always just chatting, always come to you for information but hang on to you at work, or maybe it's a lot of people that just want to talk a lot at work for whatever reason. You may have a person that's a bit annoying who wants to talk about their love life all the time. Okay, it does say your studies is working out so smartly though, and everything is going to benefit you in time. Things will smartly drop 1 week later when you work on yourself. It says, I wait for you to drop and make yourself drop down in your mind about who you are. Like, it's almost like someone wants to put you down. It says, I do, but I don't want you to drop that way. I want you to drop in love. Like, leave out the love aspect of it. If you don't like your job, then really work on who you are as a person. Okay, it does say better news comes financially if you work on yourself as a person. Maybe even trying to work on the stability of the feelings that you have for your work and contemplating how you can take advantage of that. Okay. So someone wants you to just kind of leave out your feelings at work and maybe work more on your stability and your income instead of all the gossip and the information, or even your feelings of maybe feeling like you're, you know, getting a lot of just gossip that could be distracting you from your work in some way. All right. So something needs to change there. Anything else in regards to business for Libra? Okay, it says business is practically benefiting you so well that you have good karma. Laugh, because you did have good karma with your business all the time, and it does make you feel like good news is there. Certainly want to know that you're working more on this though. Love life is something that you need to work more on. Okay, it does say you fall in love with your work at times, or you even fall in love with the way you want to work, and maybe even team up with people that really love the way you look at work, or maybe even support you at work, and maybe even love the way you are at work. It does say that you support your business ideas. It says people do not know how to support you, but someone is trying to spy on you, or even looking at how you support yourself with your work. It does say people do look at how you can support your ideas, maybe even wanting to steal from you as well. So be protective of the drama that could come your way with a person that wants to know if they can take from you, steal from you, or potentially make sure that they take advantage. It says, I will break up with you once I see that better news comes. I know I'm breaking up with the information slowly, smartly, later on today, maybe even steal from you or take from you. I wouldn't want to know that you knew that I was doing this. So I know that you're going to take something back. I feel like something I was going to take, you already know I was going to take it, so you took it back. It says you will know this because the person was trying to warn you that if you see something missing, then it's going to be your fault. It's going to be your fault because I tried to warn you that you shouldn't have left it there, but I was going to take it and use it for myself. And I feel like even if I do try and use it for myself, you're always going to remember that I did it. Now I know I can't take something from you because you know what you're going to do. You're going to take it and make me feel shame for who I am. It says you will notice that everything works so smartly for you once you give yourself better news. Love yourself because you're supporting yourself with better news than anything these days, and you give yourself that. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on with yeah, I'm hearing someone wants to do something. So it's like they want to do something that could land them into a negative situation. All right, maybe you're not doing anything to help that really come out in some way, Libra, but this person keeps pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing in a negative way. So just be mindful about someone. Okay, this might not have nothing to do with your love life. It might have something to do with someone that's just being negative. All right, so let's see what's going on with your love life. Love life is supported in blessings, so much blessings, because you didn't know how to support yourself before, but now you know. If you take something back that you was going to use for yourself in a good way, a person couldn't harm it or take it for granted. This person admires something that you have, which is a lot of beauty, a lot of rich things, or a lot of assets that you have that are very nice and pretty. This person doesn't like you having pretty things, Libras, and it may seem to you or them that they don't want to see that you steal it away or take it away from yourself, but you will have it in a way where you have good karma. It says the person looks at you like you have so much good things to give yourself and can't support yourself with my mind because I will take it for granted. I will destroy it or hurt it or harm it. It says a person wanted to be mean to you and you know this, and you tried to warn yourself not to give yourself to this jealous woman or man that was coming in between your relationship or things that you had going on for yourself privately. It says people know this about you, that you can support yourself, and many times over make this person think that they're getting away with something and notice that they can't get away with it. It says suddenly you realize that you have better news more than anything these days, because you know that you have love life issues that are going to make you feel like you purposely have to work on them. It says I was going to war with you as well, and I didn't want to war with you, but I noticed I could war with you, and I didn't want to war with you, but I'm not going to war with you anymore. It says I know that I have problems with you and people getting in the way. So some of you guys have a person that's just getting in the way of your relationship. Someone just always coming in between it, always just there, being a negative person in the way of your relationship. All right, It says, I like the fact that I have better news now though, because I've noticed I did something to support my mind and take myself away from the problem. You feel very mindful about who you are, and the jealousy does not help. It says people will feel mad at you for something that you didn't do or did do, and then they don't like it, so they feel like they have to be mean and push to the point where they don't want to see you happy. It says many times over a person was going to take you for granted and make you feel bad, but you may have made the person see that you can't do anything that's going to support the idea. This person doesn't know how to speak to you in a good way, but they don't know how to talk to you at times when they feel like mad news of their own mental health is coming to harm you. It says this person may not know how to give you back your love life in a good way, but they always talk about it like as if you're a bad rep, or maybe even someone to deal with, like as if you should support them in a negative way. Certainly not going to help this person see that they have better news to give themselves though. This person knows that they can support themselves in many things, but never one thing, giving themselves good news. It says this person knows that they can't give themselves good news because they're trying to warn themselves that good news is something that they don't see. This person finds it hard to see good news and may even say that they do see something bad that's coming to them, but won't support the idea with anything that's going to harm them, but give them better energy to deal with. It does look like you have more time to see that something is going to happen, and you will deal with a person with your wrath. You're not going to push the person down, but you're going to speak to the person and let them know that they can't steal your man, or even take you for granted, or even take anything that you have for granted, because you're telling them you have good karma and you have things that you worry about, or you tell yourself this, and you're never going to allow someone to really harm you or bring you down. It says benefits are going to be better for you once you see that you have better news. Okay, so something's going to benefit you when you have better news. All right. It does say some of you guys have children as well as an option for this as well, that you have to remember that there's something that you could regret if you don't sort it out as well. Okay, it does say there is a child that wants to know that he can worry less and walk away from a situation once he's been given 2 weeks or 3 weeks of rewards to help him pass something, to get past a situation that you could be dealing with. It does say dignity and pride is something that you have, and you have searched for something that's going to support you. So well done, you will be doing great, not worrying about something that you felt like was going to leave you behind. Okay. It does say there's some type of risk here with codependency, and maybe a third party or someone that's involved, or you know, that could go the distance, or that you have been going the distance with and you've been taming it there, and now there's some type of worries that you may need to walk away from. Okay, so let's see what's going on with 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 those that are in a relationship. Those in a relationship have tried to warn themselves better news is coming. It says people will see you have better news to come one day. You do have good karma, so work on yourself and let the situation unfold naturally. Someone here does love you so much to the point where they do want to give you something. Could be a card, a gift, or a ring. Someone could purposely want to hide this and notice that they do, and maybe even tell you that they've got to speak to you more about sending you back to your mind. Will you get a proper invitation to our wedding one day? Because we want you to all know that we're getting married. So someone here is getting married. All right. Could be dealing with a water sign or an earth sign, possibly another air sign, okay, or a fire sign here. All right. It does say someone has some feelings, okay, that they are working on with this man here as well. that has some type of information here, okay, to plan. It says it's struggling at this time because there's some feelings to take as well, in regards to keeping it hidden. It does say that there is some family stuff that are involved that don't make it feel like it's going to work out that great, but it does say it is not going to work out anyway with the person that doesn't want to see himself in a good way. It says it's more than likely this, or a person that's telling him not to get married, or even supporting the idea not to rush into it too soon. It does say someone is speaking to this person not to speak about good karma, but it does say this person doesn't care and wants to know that they can spend their life with you, Libra. Wants to know if they can spend their life looking forward to good times ahead. So some of you guys are taking this information and using it for yourself to make sure you shock someone and let them know that you did it. You're surprising them and gifting them good karma. It says something here is brewing or building up for you. People will see that you do notice you have better news. It does say one week or the other you'll see that you laughed and made sure that you worked on things in a better way. People do notice that you have good karma and want to work with you smartly, helping you to preserve your good name, or even preserve good things that are coming your way. It says, I have been keeping myself to myself about certain things, but I wouldn't want you to know that I'm doing this forever. I just want to know that people do support me and help me. And people will support you once they see better news come. It says things are working well for you and love life is supported. So now you can smile better in yourself more than usual, because you've looked at yourself and you love yourself so much that your person is in love with you too. Oh, that is so beautiful. So let's see what's going on with those that are in a marriage. Those that are in a marriage. Marriage life is very good for Libras right now, holding on to it, paying attention to bills, or even just practicing things that they are working on. Maybe even seeing that they have time spent alone, possibly supporting their savings plans, or even feeling like things have changed. So maybe you need to support something of a guilty pleasure, or maybe even help something to support furthering your goals or your commitments. It says, I will love to know that I'm speaking to you one day, but I can't support this until I see that things have changed. It says some of you guys are working with something that is going to be very beneficial for you to move or move on. It says you'll work on something and maybe make sure you see it in a good way. It doesn't say it's in a bad way or anyone will harm it, but people will see that you have practically seen something in yourself that said, I should move this. Maybe I should move it or move on from something here. Someone wants to understand you or sort something out with you and is judging you, or you're judging them. It says this person knows they have verbal conflicts and wanted to speak to you and doesn't know how to support it. Can you see that I am there for you? Can you not see that I'm surprising you? Can you see that I'm trying to give you my life and my love? I don't know how to give it to you ongoing, but sometimes you make me feel nervous. My love, I really do know that you can help me, because I know that someone is trying to harm me, and I feel like if I tell you what's going on, you could surprise me and tell me that nothing is going to harm you, everything's going to be okay, but I certainly wouldn't want to hear it, as this person keeps trying to push me down or make me feel bad. Some of you guys could be going through some nervousness, or maybe even taking it out on your spouse. Some of you guys need to work on your love life and maybe support the fact that some of your dreams and wishes are unrequited just until something moves past your mind. It says nervousness is there, people are there, problems are there, but nothing is set in stone. Everyone is mindful about who they are. So why are you so mentally why are you so mental about the situation? It says you need to take time and see which way something's going, because someone doesn't know how to support you with good karma, but people will see that you have it once this situation has passed. Okay, let's see what's going on with the individuals, what's going on with Aries and Libra. Aries loves you, but you don't love Aries, and Aries needs to leave you alone, and Aries doesn't know how to support you with this, but does wish for you and wants you back. Okay, what's going on with Taurus and Libra? Taurus has tried to warn you that they're staying away from you and never will speak to you again, so they need to see that nothing comes of this and you move on. What's going on with Geminis and Libra? There looks like there's some type of regrets there with Libra and Gemini is in a fussy mood today and doesn't want to fuss with you, but does fuss with you a lot, and doesn't want to fuss all the time, but this person is fussing, making sure they make a very bad mood of themselves before they come out and deal with you in a negative way. So kind of watch out for Gemini and Gemini's energy, because it doesn't look good. So let's see what's going on with Cancerian. Cancerian is dealing with you but doesn't really like you that much and will not want to speak to you, but sometimes they feel like they could change things in regards to how you see things, or doesn't want to end things with you and tries to warn you that they will steal from you, take from you, or wonder how they did it, because they don't want to feel jealous, but they want you to feel jealous, or maybe not. It says this person does know that they feel jealous of you, and they feel jealous of everyone else that's going through good karma and can't get it, and doesn't know how to support the idea with you, but people will leave you alone to wonder why it's never going to work with you and the Cancerian, because Cancerian doesn't know how to support themselves. Alright, so what's going on with Leo? Leo doesn't want to harm you, but does see bad news is steadily approaching. They do feel like you have better news to give them, though. It doesn't say bad news is there, but you will certainly give them something to look forward to and work with them and say you did something great, well done. Okay. And let's see what's going on with Virgo. Virgo hates the hell out of you and doesn't want to see you in a good way. This person doesn't hear from you, doesn't want to hear from you, or doesn't want to see you right now. This person says, I laugh because you always want to make me feel like I have done something wrong. Or maybe it's the person, I couldn't quite make it out. I just don't know how to support it. I just feel like I need to be left alone. You send me back to my mind to wonder what it is that I need from you anyway. Alright, so let's see what's going on with Libra. And Libra doesn't want to hear anything and doesn't want to deal with this. It does say better news is coming for you, but you don't want to hear it. It does say things will work out, but you don't want to deal with it. And if you don't want to, Libra, then you'll just have to leave it. And maybe even stay there and wonder why it's not working. But you did say to yourself you don't want to deal with it, so just leave it out, leave it alone. And maybe you'll leave something so precious behind that you couldn't understand why someone was gifting you something and helping you, but you didn't want to know. All right. So let's see what's going on with Scorpio and Libra. Scorpio loves you and wants to support you so much that they will help you with everything, and doesn't want to see you in a bad way, but does see you moaning and complaining and fussing and making a big mess of the situation behind the scenes, or maybe in front of other people, maybe even with your spouse here, not really taking the time to wonder why everything is working and so well, but you do know it is, but you don't really understand why, because sometimes you feel left out, or you don't really get the idea that's going to help you move past something that's detailed or making you feel like it's going to work, but you have to listen and take the time to move on past the situation. So let's see what's going on with Sagittarius. Sagittarius loves you and doesn't want to support you in any other way. They do need you, and they will leave you alone at times to wonder if you're okay, or even dealing with your own situation. The stress-free situation between them and you are all that you need right now. Supporting each other is something that's giving you good karma. Well, okay, what's going on with Capricorn? Capricorn loves you and doesn't want to see you in a bad way, and does support you and help you with your makeup, your look, your wedding plans, everything that you need right now. They said they will help you with everything. Trust me, they will give it to you. They love you so much, and they're going to help support you and surprise you with good news in the near future. All right. So what's going on with Aquarius? Aquarius does want to spend time alone, but does want to see you or speak to you, or maybe even take the time out to spend alone. It says they do want an opportunity, but something small right now would benefit them more than anything. Nothing too heavy, nothing too overwhelming. It says this person needs some time to support you, but does need to spend a lot of time on their own. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Pisces. Pisces does know that they can support you, Libra, and do pretend to be there for you at times and don't want to be there at times too, but want to tame this relationship and want to tame date night and want to tame the goals that they set with you. Just don't know how to support everything. Really feel like bad news is coming. It says you have to warn yourself why. It says someone here is trying to harm you. It doesn't say what it is. It says people will understand what it is when you look into the future and see that things will work out better for you. Try to ignore negative energy and push yourself past a negative stigma. People will like to hear that you're getting through the situation and moving past it than staying stuck in it. Okay. So let's see what's going on with your angel messages, Libras. Okay. It says ground yourself. Okay. It So make sure you're grounding yourself in something. Stay steady, stay firm about something here, Libra. Okay, it says when you detach from awareness of your body and the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it is pleasant to float heavenwards, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you balance the spiritual and material so that you can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. Okay, definitely needing to stand firm about something here. All right. All right. It says spiritual understanding. Archangel Raziel, and bringing you esoteric information and symbols, helping you understand spiritual truths. Okay. Universal messages. It says joy is the ultimate creator. Okay, so working on your joy that's the ultimate goal for you here. All right. All right, angel numbers. Number 27 or 22, number 4 or 46, number 2, number 10, number 11, number 16, and number 12. Okay, there's also number 55 here as well, Libras. And it's funny because 55 is where I'm leaving this reading. So, my lovelies, I will speak to you guys in your next one. Ciao for now. Bye.